It's 4:25 in the morning, and I'm about to walk up to the park to go and do about 40 minutes of strength and conditioning. Day one. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so let's explain what on earth I'm doing. I've been doing these walk for me's for a while, and I've slightly changed it so I'm getting out in the morning. A lot of my exercises have to happen at night, but I've realised that I physically can do them in the morning. It doesn't take me that long to get dressed, I have the space available, and provided I just make sure I can do my session outside, I can do it at a stupid o'clock in the morning. It just means getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning. So, it takes anywhere up to 21 days for a habit to start to set. Not to fully form, but to start to set. And then anywhere up to, I think it's 66, to fully become just part of a lifestyle change. So I'm going to take you on the next 21 days with me to wake up at 4:30 every single morning, get out, and either do my workout or just do my morning walk at 4:30 in the morning. Why 4:30? I am dictated by time, which means I have to be leaving the house at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, 6:30 in the morning. The only way I can do this is by making sure that I'm getting ready at 6. So if I need to have a shower, I need to be showering at like 5:30. So to get in a good hour's workout, that means I need to start at 4:30, which means I've got to be up before then. So this journey is going to mean a lot of early nights, a lot of early mornings, a lot of dark mornings at the moment, and being about as clever as I can with the space that I've got. So let's go do a strength circuit. So that's day one done, and the first workout done. There are a few changes I'm going to make. I'm going to reduce the rest periods because it's more strength focused, so I'm not getting sweaty. I'm going to change the style of it, so maybe I will want a minute. I'm going to take you from a Tabata to as many reps as possible, and I'm going to pick the key things that are going to be easy enough to do outside, but are going to give me the efficiency and the benefit of that I can out of those moves, and reduce the amount of contact time I have with the ground. So anything where I'm lying on my back is a no-go. They are purely inside based. So maybe I will set an additional workout for maybe a Sunday after my run where I do all the lying down moves and do that. Gotta go home now and have a cup of coffee. I actually feel really amazing. So just past 4:30 in the morning and I'm up and out. So today's kind of a rest day. There's not a workout set. Well, there was, but then I realised that I'm doing 4 workouts back to back, so I've shuffled them all to Wednesday, so I'm doing 3 back to back and then 2 back to back. So today's more of a rest day. The tiredness is kicking in now. I'm going to have about a week of this. And yeah, so today I'm just going to go for a walk, and then I might see if I can try and do a short weights session. Okay, so we are on to day 3 of this challenge now. It's not long on 4:30. I was up at about 4:10 this morning and fell asleep just before 9. So had a good chunk of sleep. It's not getting the hours that's the problem, it's having the quality of sleep that I'm fighting with at the minute. So that's something that I'm hoping, as I get more consistency with my bedtimes and my bedtime routines, that will just kind of come into place. So day 3, I am feeling a bit tired. I did kind of expect this. but so far I've got up and I've got out for the same time every day. I've got to bed for about the same time every day, and my recovery seems to be getting better. So other than my sleep that needs a bit of work, my recovery is doing quite well. I've been waking up with a new alarm system on the Whoop 4.0, which I will share a bit more about the Whoop 4.0 in an upcoming video. But yeah, the whole way it works is different to your normal alarm, so that's been quite fun to play with. Yeah, let's go finish off my walk and enjoy some time outside. So, day 4 of the challenge. Today's workout is a run. I'm on the warm-up bit, going down, and then I've got a little hill which I've got to sprint up and down. And that's this morning's workout. Only about 22 minutes, so not very long at all. I got out of the house for about 22:05. Which isn't bad, it's a new short session. It's about 1 degree, so I'm laid up, but still feeling the cold. So yeah, there's that. 4 days down, a few more to go, and then this should set as a habit. Sleep's not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. Good morning, it is Friday and just past 4:30. I'm heading up to the park and starting the warm-up for my strength circuit today. So it's about 55 minutes long. It's supposed to be run or cycle with various moves in between, but I don't want to overdo my shins as I've still got a further 2 running sessions to go. So I'm going to do it as a power walk, which will be handy because it's -2 degrees today. So I've laid up as best I can and we'll see how we get on. Friday morning, 4:30. Good morning, it is Friday and I'm out for a run, not park run, but I am out for a run today. So 5 days down, yeah, and I'm up. Let's go. Bit of a run done, turned around now. Don't want to overdo the legs ahead of tomorrow's session, which is actually a key session. And instead I'm going to head back, go and get changed, get some coffee and enjoy the morning. So a bit later than 4:30, it's actually 5:05 by the time we got out, but I have company today. So Chris is joining me for my Sunday run. I'm now on day 7 of this kind of reset challenge thing. I think yesterday I said it was day 5, it was actually day 6, can't remember the weekends. But we're on day 7, so it's now been a week. I've got a nice bit of consistency going for sleep. I'm waking up and getting out and moving. A couple more weeks and this should start to set. And then hopefully just become part of an actual routine. That's the plan anyway. Just coming back from the run, didn't quite go to plan, as most of the routes that we were going to try to take were closed. But we did manage to see some deer, which was quite nice. And we got a full 40 minutes done, so now I'm going to go back, get showered, washed, changed, and then loiter about till breakfast, and then it's the second day of the run show. Hi guys, it's Jess here, and I'm going to sneak in at the end of this video just to give you a bit more of a rundown of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and to also give you a rundown of how my first week went. So let's start with the why. Basically, a bit of a big scenario happened in my life before December, but certainly hit a lot stronger in December. That really prompted it. Now, I've known there are things in my life that I need to tweak, I need to change, I need to work on. But when I hit December and things really started to fall apart, as I was coming out of that, it became really clear that things really needed to change. Bit of a backstory: I have been diagnosed as having depressive periods. They come and go. They're not at the point where I need medication. I've never had formal therapy for them, but I have done lots of kind of self-care, various treatment things. So I know I will always have them, and I know I'm always going to have those low points and those low days. Over December, I hit a point where the only way I can describe it is everything felt like it was falling apart. Life generally felt like it was falling apart, and I was back in a dark place that I hadn't been in for a very long time. But I'm not going to dwell on it, because I came out the other side of it, and it was as I was coming out the other side of it that it really hit home the fact that I did need to make some changes to my life. In fact, whilst I was going through it, it hit home that I had to make changes in my life. When I turned round and said something to Chris that I'd only ever said in my head before, I'd never said it out loud, and hearing the words I said to him out loud were something I never ever want to say again. So I made the decision I needed to make a few changes. Now, when I first got diagnosed with having depressive periods during my life, it was suggested to me to check out a book called The 4 Pillar Plan by Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, and I did go and pick it up, and it is really insightful to a lot of things you can do to make small changes to your life to generally be better and kind of work towards being the best version of yourself, which is very much what I am trying to achieve across a whole. So, realising I need to make changes, and with the help of the 4 Pillar Plan book, as well as a lot of the data that I've been getting from my Whoop band, I've been starting to put in a plan. Now, this plan needs to set, and in order to do that, I need to really stick to it and try and make it a habit, which is where I've come up with the 21-day challenge to start to set the habit. I say start because it takes approximately 21 days to begin to form a habit, but it can take anywhere from 2 months plus to really set it as part of your routine. So, as mentioned at the beginning of this video, for the next 21 days, I'm going to be working towards changing on my routine. A couple of things I really want to achieve from this are really improving my sleep, so getting to sleep and improving that quality of sleep. Time of sleep isn't what phases me, it is the quality. Having a better morning schedule that gets me up and moving and ready for the day, rather than dragging myself from one surface where I'm lying down to another where I'm sitting and doom scrolling through Instagram and Facebook. And finally, I want to make everything I do as efficient as possible so I can really maximise what I'm getting out of my day. One of the ways I'm doing this is by putting all my workouts in the morning. Okay, I've had to change my wake-up routine in order to do that, but if I get my workouts done in the morning, that means I've got the evening to actually chill and relax, which for the job I'm in is a huge improvement, because now I'm no longer coming back and thinking I've got to come home, do an hour session, I've got to get the washing done, I've got to get some food done, I've got to get myself organised for tomorrow, and just creating this whole environment of stress. So I've pretty much completely eradicated that. There's always going to be something that'll crop up at some point, but on the whole I've reduced the risk of actually having too much commotion in the evening. I'm trying to really make my workouts efficient as well, so I've looked at everything I do and I've set it in a way that getting out in the morning for my walk with me vlogs and my 20 minutes outside coincides with my workouts, which Okay, although I'm not really getting that natural sunlight at the moment because it's dark and it's 4:30 in the morning, I am getting outside, I'm getting fresh air, and I'm getting moving, which is a huge improvement on sitting on the sofa with a cup of coffee. And FYI, I am getting out and doing that without having coffee first. So I'm not actually getting my morning coffee until I get back from doing that. I've been looking at my routines in themselves. So my strength and conditioning, I've set in a way that really works for me. It's a lot more condensed, but being condensed doesn't mean that I've taken it away from being useful. It just means it's key movements that are efficient in a smaller block. So I'm aiming to maximize the amount of time that I get to achieve things throughout the day, really make everything I do efficient, and set my routine up in a way that is going to benefit not just my physical health but also my mental health, my training, and also the time that I spend with my family and friends. So those are kind of the things that I'm trying to get out of it, and that is why I am trying to do it, and a little bit more about the backstory to why I'm doing it. So week number 1, I went into this very excited. I was very excited to get up first thing Monday morning. As the week got on, it did get a bit tougher to get up, but I got up every single day before 4:30. I was out around about 4:30, just afterwards, and I got all my workouts done. So I am now on for a fully green week for the week that's just gone. I've got all my sessions done, I've got myself out and moving every day, and I've been finding that I'm getting up, I'm getting myself working out, and generally I'm feeling like I can take on the world, and I'm still feeling like I can take on the world. And I think a lot of that is also because I'm going to bed at the same time. So I'm getting into bed about 8 o'clock and I'm sitting and chilling with a book. So I'm catching up on a lot of the book club books that I haven't actually finished yet. Or I'm doing crosswords, or I'm sitting and doing some drawing, or just listening to some music and just having that chill out time. But the other thing I've actually noticed this week is because of the fact that I've reduced the amount of commotion I normally have in the evening, I'm finding it a lot easier to settle into sleep, and my sleep on Whoop has been a lot better over the last couple of weeks, all by the weekend, but you know, we had children running up and down the hallway in the hotel we were in, so like I say, there's going to be bits of commotion and things everywhere. You cannot avoid them, but you can set up your routine to reduce the risk of having too much commotion in your life. So all in all, first week is really successful. Very excited to go into the second week. It is actually Monday evening now on the second week, but you will be able to find out more about how I do with week 2 next week. I am going to wrap it up there because this was a bit of a longer waffle than I would like to have actually put in. But thank you very much for watching and checking out. If you did enjoy this, please do drop us a comment down below and let us know. Also drop us a comment and let us know what other content you would like to see on the channel, and keep your eyes peeled because in a few weeks time I am going to release a new video about the new Whoop Band 4.0, and I'm going to be putting a sneaky competition at the end of that video, so do keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to go and share with people. And if you want to check out the books I was talking about, I will drop a link down below in the description. Bye for now.